breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Breaking: Trump just ordered military to fill U.S. streets with everything they have. He's not messing around. President Donald Trump has issued orders to the military to flood the streets with tanks, soldiers, and everything they've got. This was a marching order directed towards the U.S. military and the Pentagon, who has confirmed the communication. Sarah Huckabee Sanders has also confirmed that plans are underway for what Trump wants to be planned and enacted as soon as possible. The president envisions soldiers rolling down the street on tanks, on foot, and covering every aspect of the designated street locations. This will stun every American who sees what's happening as they witness a massive show of strength that will be shown in the military parade that President Trump wants to be planned. The ceremony will be a massive show of force while honoring the brave Americans who serve the country to fight for freedom, protect people, and ensure that our great nation stays as amazing as possible. Trump has stated that the Bastille Day celebration in Paris inspired him. He exclaimed how lovely it was and that it was honorable and a fantastic display of the military. He was quoted as saying it was one of the greatest parades I've ever seen. It was 2 hours on the button, and it was military might, and I think a tremendous thing for France and for the spirit of France. If there's a military parade in America, then it could be one of the most amazing things our civilians have ever had the pleasure of watching. Washington Post reported more on Trump's marching orders. President Trump's vision of soldiers marching and tanks rolling down the boulevards of Washington is moving closer to reality in the Pentagon and White House, where officials say they have begun to plan a grand military parade later this year showcasing the might of America's armed forces. Trump has long mused publicly and privately about wanting such a parade, but a January 18 meeting between Trump and top generals in the Pentagon's tank, a room reserved for top-secret discussions, marked the tipping point, according to two officials briefed on the planning. Surrounded by the military's highest-ranking officials, including Defense Secretary Jim Mattis and Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman General Joseph F. Dunford Jr., Trump's seemingly abstract desire for a parade was suddenly heard as a presidential directive, the officials said. The marching orders were, "I want a parade like the one in France," said a military official who spoke on the condition of anonymity because the planning discussions are supposed to remain confidential. This is being worked at the highest levels of the military. After the Washington Post first published this story, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders issued a statement confirming that plans are underway.